At the same time, we are conscious of the fact that the primary concerns of the doctors, the nurses, the paramedical staff, that has to be taken into account by the members of the committee.
Yeah.
You know, for two things, that on the committee, we have very senior women doctors on the committee. The doctors who are on the committee are people who have worked for a long time in their life as part of public health infrastructure. So therefore, what we have expected the committee the interns, the residents, the senior residents, representatives of the nurses, the other paramedical staff. So therefore, you know, they are in a hospital, there are a huge number of stakeholders. The committee will ensure that it will hear representative.
Hold on, in fact, I have taken instruction. So I represent about 30,000 doctors.
Please, and you know, Mr. Kamath, please tell them that the committee will definitely give them a hearing. We'll reiterate that in our order today. We will certainly, Mr. Kamath, your point is well taken. We'll make it clear.
My lord.
Absolutely, Mr. Kamath. We are grateful to you actually for personally, because you know our hearts go out to all those people who have to go to public hospitals. So we will make an observation that the committee would hear all stakeholders, including the Resident Doctors Association. Of course, not 30,000 doctors, but a representative.
One part in the application.
Right. And an appointment can be given to them when the committee assembles, so that the committee can, because your stake is very high and your inputs are very valuable. So please assure the resident doctors that we were now passing an order that the committee will give them a representative voice in putting forth their grievances, their working conditions, so on and so forth.
Suggestions. Today and
Without suggestion,
can then call off their protest.
we will also say that.
I appear for the Hierarchical.
Can I?
Mr. Ansari and then Ms.
Yes.
Lord, I appear for the Delhi Medical Association.
Yes.
Lord, we filed a writ petition in 2022, Lord, raising the same grievance.
Right.
This court says, as and when any incident happened, Lord, we are grateful to your Lordship to could show moto, otherwise we were contemplating to file. There is a judicial order there. Any order, Lord, any incident happen, then you come to us, Lord. Lord, now, Lord, we are the association 110 years old. As Mr. Kamath has said, Lord, there is being a part of the committee. Can I
just suggest one thing?
Yes, my lord.
Because you know, in such a large matter, we have to bring some order to the order to the order also, which we pass.
Please, Lord.
If all of you who are intervening for various bodies, can give on a slip of paper, name of the body, and whom you represent,
very well.
We will put that in our order.
I understand.
So that your clients have that assurance that look, the Supreme Court is also factored in our.
I understand. No, that will be very useful.
So then we will say that out of these, the committee may take an appropriate decision on engaging with the representative.
All that we were saying, my lord, committee constitute of a very respectable associations, my lord, those who face day-to-day, my lord, problems. Making representation to the committee and being a part of the committee, my lord, would be a little, but we have been hesitating this law. I'm sure but Lordship thinks it appropriate.
I'll get a response from.
And
That would be very helpful.
I had made two more aspects, Lord. Two more small aspects. Lordship has flagged, my lord, about 11 issues which the committee will take into account. Two more aspects, if your Lordships can kindly consider that. One is, my lord, the distress call, my lord, we mentioned it day before yesterday. Lordship said it will be part of the order, my lord. I have seen, my lord, it is distress call system, my lord, which is available, my lord, on drop on a watch, on a mobile, my lord. That can also be, my lord, a part of it. Secondly, my lord, institutional FIR, my lord. What has been happening here, my lord, the parents has to go, the relatives has to go. There should be an institutional FIR within 2 hours of a cognizable offense, my lord. If that also comes to your lordship, we have done cases 10 years back, my lord. The trial is still proceeding. But in 2016, my lord, a person was murdered, a doctor was murdered inside the hospital, my lord, at a point blank range. Nothing happened. There was a widespread hesitation. The chief minister said, what I'm saying, there are similar matters pending in this court. If a lordship expedite that.
To obviate, you know, handing over slips, but we'll go about in a very systematic way.
Yes,
Mr. Devdatta Kamath is appearing for whom?
Instead of your lordships writing down, let us give it.
Can it just, it'll be easier for us.
It would be easier. It doesn't look good also.
All right.
Very kind, my lord, but
All right, what we are doing is we are just circulating a sheet of paper. If you can all just, as we are going along with the matter, write it. So we'll examine that and we'll put your names down.
I had made a request
My
yesterday.
lord,
Some SOP, the committee is looking into it. There is no SOP on the hours of the doctor.
Of course, we said that.
it is a specific
it's a mandate.
mandate of the committee.
Kiran, one second, one second.
And the slip will-
One of the points which, that one para where I say, this is a non-exhaustive list. It specifically says that they are made to work for 36 hours. And one more thing, we have said, we have referred to working conditions in general, which includes the work. So please assure the doctor, we are as concerned about them, that they have to work for 36 hours.
Yes.
All of us have also had family members, relatives. We have gone to public hospitals.
Yes,
I have slept on the floor of a public hospital when somebody in the family was not well. So we have gone through that. And you observe all of them working for 36 hours.
but we would
My
also
lord,
not
I-
like, we would not like, my lord, a doctor who has not slept for 30 hours to treat us, my lord, because
May I just explain what happens in the hospitals? Because I have doctors in the family and also people studying in the medical colleges. What happens is that the senior, who are the third-year students of PG courses, they are the one who assign duty. You do 12 hours to 24 hours, and then thereafter you are given a rest for 2 to 3 hours. Again, you are called back on duty. The junior doctors are the one who prepare the discharge summary. And the discharge summary is prepared by them. So the workload is then again 2-3 hours. So it is almost 48 hours. It is not even 36 hours. So my humble submission is that you are neither in a physical state or a mental state at that stage to even resist if somebody is teasing you. I'm not even on the bigger sexual assault. I'm not on that because there are many incidents.
Particularly, if you look at our order,
Yes.
sorry, Ms. Kumudra Das, you know what? If you see our order,
Yes.
we have in fact highlighted this very aspect, that there is a certain hierarchical nature of the workplace in a public hospital or any hospital. So when we have referred to that, and we have said because of the hierarchical nature, doctors, including junior doctors, are susceptible to harassment, not just sexual harassment, but different. So specifically referred to this, but now that you have mentioned it, in a course of our order, in a brief order today, we will add to that as well. No difficulty. Your point is perfectly well taken. So please
My
don't
lord,
feel that
a
it's
small point to supplement that.
Yeah.
Because
My
I
lord,
also
may I
come
just
from a
take a
family of
minute?
doctors, is that the counter to that, of course, is the fact that there are lots of peer-reviewed studies to say that continuity is important. Now, obviously, doctors can't be treated like this in light of that. So the committee should look into it and propose something
You see,
that
there is
has
another
adequate
one thing.
safeguards.
I'll tell you one thing. We have got so many emails. I've been flooded with emails which I've been reading to the extent humanly possible. There's another viewpoint also that, look, if you have doctors only on duty for 8 hours, then the purpose is that the doctor must be able to see the evolution of the patient. So that patient is there overnight, then your duty hours may extend beyond 8 hours so that you see that what is the development in the case of the patient between the time you entered and the time you exited. But we are not going to make any
Not
comment on
all
that.
of
Let the
us-
committee will.
Your lordship,
But for
your
all
lordship,
one other
one
Certainly,
thing is.
48
we are
hours of
forgetting.
duty or 36 hours of duty is a little too aggressive.
is not really human. My lord, may I say I'm representing the KG Car Medical Junior Resident Doctors. They are still RD car. And my lord, they are
By
still
the way, just Rishikesh Roy pointed out to me in another CB yesterday that you kept on saying car is car. So I said, well, I
We are
apologize.
forgetting one crucial
Or-
thing.
So, my lord,
Can I speak?
can I
We are
just?
forgetting one crucial thing. All doctors, my lord, which your lordships have constituted in the committee, they have passed through this very phase. They are aware of the problems.
So, my lord, I'm just saying that they are still terrorized. They are still in fear. They are saying our senior residents are back at work. we'll give it to the Registrar General in a sealed cover, the names of the people. There are about 70
Junior residents and they are interns, and they are still feeling terrorized, they are threatened, they are actually being targeted
Geeta,
in the hospital.
but terrorized by whom? Because this is the serious thing. And they
Yes.
in the Hierarchical medical hospital.
CISF
college.
is
What,
already
what,
there.
what is their
But
grievance?
instead of, my lord,
We-
giving them here, let them be given to me. I'll ensure, my lord, CISF to do the needful. My lord.
Yes, but we have to have their names in sealed cover because those who've spoken up are feeling targeted already.
Yes.
And they have a
But-
timeline
Targeted-
of
but targeted-
videos they have taken.
Targeted by whom? Don't give us names, but targeted broadly
By
by.
officials, my lords, by goons. I am for
By-
20,000 doctors
by-
in the, Kolkata, my lords.
Lord,
And
your lordship sees the.
Some of,
report,
many of
also
them work in
by,
Hierarchical.
Possibly a hint of.
By members of the administration, by people who are in the hospital.
All right,
and
we'll
they-
take note of that. We'll
Yes.
just-
There's one more submission, Your Lordship. There's a last submission, Your Lordship, I want to make. Can we have a compensation distress fund
That's been
for the victims and the deceased of the family created by the state so that when at the time of the crisis of this kind of situation, they can be also get a compensation system like what we have done in the Nirbhaya case, Your Lordship.
All right, let's just see the status report for a moment. We'll just see the status.
With your lordship,
Just give us one moment.
with your lordship permission, may I just,
1 second,
If
we'll have to
lordship
put in.
permits us, then should we post on the filing, e-filing, the suggestions or the pointers that we have, because it is anonymity which the resident doctors and interns from different places they're requesting, because the direct impact is on them. And their mental state is terrible. There is also a survey report of National Medical Council which says that 28%.
Point taken.
Under-
There should be a portal where suggestions can be given to the
Yes.
committee, even anonymously, without disclosure of identity.
Yes.
Point well taken. Noted.
Lords, after the status report, could we have 1 minute on the SIT, my lords? We are representing 5 associations of doctors. And the difficulty is that there is an institutional compromise with regard to the financial regularities and the rate. Here's why. There were the same gentleman who was the head of Dr. Shundip Ghosh, who was head of this Hierarchical Medical College. Also, for example, commissioned, asked for CCTV cameras for 14 lakhs to be rented. Now, had he bought those CCTV cameras, they would have been there. It would have been a deterrent, and there would have been better accountability. An SIT 2 days ago was, and I have the notification here, my lords. An SIT was set up by the West Bengal government. To look into these irregularities by the same person, and that only constitutes officials of that are under the control of the West Bengal government.
Lord, would your lordship consider having the status report?
Earlier form
It is so powerful that
is the earlier form.
That my lords, he's
Why
been
you
replaced.
saying all this?
He's been
Lordship,
replaced. Please.
In the nurses case,
Please,
he was
please.
the IG.
Lordships, my lord, consider the report first, my lord.
All right. we
That
just-
might, my
So,
lord.
my lords,
keep,
with regard to the SIT, just to
Just one
close that
second.
loop.
Let's see the report
Yes,
and then we will come back to you on the SIT.
Yes, my lord.
We've also filed our report.
Yes,
Your Honor, I'm Dr. Rajiv Yoshi calling from
Just
Pune.
1 second. Everybody can just hold their patience for 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through the two status reports.
The state's report was not called for, but they have, my lord, asked, your lordship's way, my lord, it's entirely your
It's been
lordship.
called for in the order. Why did my learned friend say that?
order,
I thought we had asked for the.
Yes, of course.
the order.
Page 10, my lord, raised case, my lord, is,
Page 10 of yours,
in fact, mine, I might, if your lordship give me a minute, I don't want to interfere.
We'll just quickly run through this, then come back to you in a moment. So that we
Very
go step by step.
Very
10 para 7, Lord, before that, we have narrated the facts, etc., which broadly your lordships are aware. So I'm not, and I'm obviously not reading, my lord. Your lordships may read from para 7. Date and time may kindly be, my lord, taken note of. My lord, eventually we have, this is very, very preliminary finding, but we have recorded some, flagged some issues.
We just
I'm just. Ask if they have a spare copy.
Let's read.
Everyone.
It's only for the court.
of the accused?
Which report, I'm sorry,
The injury report, the medical examination report of the accused.
of the accused. My lord, our difficulty,
Actually, I think Asta had given it last time, but.
Yes, yes, we have the case diary. It's part of the case diary.
Or,
we are not supply, my lord, our difficulty.
Part of the case diary, Madam. They have it. It's part of the case diary.
Only a minute, Mr. Sibal, if you don't mind. My lord,
just flag it for us and then.
Sure, sure.
only one thing. I did not know, my lord, that there is some report, my lord, because our difficulty was we entered on the 5th day. And thereafter, my lord, before that, my lord, whatever was collected by the local police, my lord, we were given. And our investigation starts, my lord, that is itself a challenge by itself, my lord, because the scene of offense is altered. Everything is, my lord, even the.
Everything is videographed. Nothing is altered. Everything is videographed.
My lord, without knowing anything, Mr.
Postmortem is videographed.
Yes, rest is
The
not
crime is not videographed because the crime is.
The seizure memo is there, Madam. Seizure memo is there.
9 o'clock, the crime is detected.
Seizure memo is there, Madam.
Not
Seizure
the
memo is
most
there.
shocking fact. I am not making this, Mr.
Madam,
Sibal is.
that is also
little
videographed.
combative move.
Madam,
Lord,
Madam,
the most shocking fact, the FIR is registered after cremation at 11:45 night.
the investigation.
First, the parents are informed. Reach, they say that she has committed a suicide. Thereafter, they say that it appears to be a death. Fortunately, young doctors, the colleagues of this deceased girl, victim, they insisted that we want videography, we want this. Look, this is suggestive that even they were suspecting some cover-up. So they were also trying their best.
Well, let's just see the medical examination.
Yes, yes, Your Lordship.
Lord's postmortem was
Sorry.
done in the same hospital.
I don't.
So that may be.
Postmortem was also done in the same.
I don't want,
We
this is entirely accusatory. I don't want to, let's contradict my learned friend, but the record will show what happened.
Lord, one more fact, my lord, it may.
And we have a note on timeline, exactly what time, what happened.
Karuna,
3
there are
copies.
people in this.
Yes, yes.
Is it in this, Asa?
It's there. Well, as we,
And page?
we'll mark the page. And Malaz, also I have a timeline, Malaz, as to each minute what happened.
Asa, can you just give us the page of the PMR? So we don't have to.
I can give PMR, my lord, I have postmortem. I have, my lord, handy.
You have the PMR?
That is provided to us by the,
That was by the local police, my lord. It was given to us.
flag.
We saw it yesterday.
Postmortem is the flagging also, whatever your lordship would like to.
But that can't change in any case. The postmortem is postmortem.
Yes.
Page 13 of the case diary.
Yes. And my lord, our status report also has it, page 202.
If it
And just.
But there is one more, if we don't.
Lordship.
But one more aspect, my lord, which is brought to my notice by one young lawyer, my lord, representing someone. I'll not, my lord, right now divulge the my lord, identity of the person, but he seems to have filed I have received, my lord, the director has received, and today the learned advocate gave me a copy. Just, my lord, the part which I have marked, I would not have troubled your lordships brought this, has filed this complaint in 2023. So it can't be discarded, my lord, as something afterthought or some out of some personal.
What's a copy, please?
And the next page also.
Can I have a copy? It's a formal complaint. It will be a public record. Right, right.
That the complaint which is mentioned there, the allegations were made by him. He made these allegations in 2023 in writing, addressed to many people, many officials.
Form that can that there's
Yeah.
natural there.
Yeah, yes.
Notwithstanding all
Happened, Malaj. We have a timeline prepared for your lordship.
But,
And it's backed by videography.
autopsy report,
Yes.
the autopsy was conducted in the evening hours of 9.
No, no. On 9th.
On 9,
On 9th.
9th August.
Yes.
Now the GD entry
Yes.
twenty-three 30 hours on 9. That is 11:30.
No,
Now,
that's for the FIR. FIR. Your Lordship, I'll give it to my Lord.
23 is the FI.
1 second. Allow me.
That is right.
the scene of crime, including inquest, seizures, and autopsy, were carried out mentioning the GD entry number 542 dated 9/8/2024. Now, this GD entry was made
And 861.
and it